If you like what we're doing, please consider subscribing. It's totally free and you can unsubscribe at any time, and it really helps us out a lot. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video.
Mark 2.0 welcomes Matt and Tyler. What's going on? Now, first off, I have to ask you guys, what exactly is a Bodenbender?
Well, Bodenbender, when I was in the Navy, I had a senior chief who he really didn't treat me that well. And just to kind of cope, I made a lot of songs about him, and it was just kind of a joke. And when I got out, I just thought it'd be the great name for a rock band. And it's just kind of a project I've been working on for years, just naming everything Bodenbender, you know?
That is hilarious. It flows
Great.
nicely.
Smart. I like the name.
It's a good name. I like his name. Yeah. So, but now honestly, it's I forgive him for everything he did. Like honestly, I got out of the Navy. I really had a lot of anger, and I, like diagnosed with PTSD and all that shit, and bipolar, and like I had a hard time, and I just always came back to music, and it just kind of soothed me. So,
can I say thank you for doing that?
Yes, thank you. We appreciate it.
It's quite meaningful. I have a lot of people in my family and friends and stuff in the military, and it means a lot to me. Appreciate it.
No problem. No problem. What branch?
My dad was in the Air Force. My grandfather was airborne. I've had some people on the ground in Iraq that got hurt. So, just friends and family. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a few close calls. I had a friend who died in a helicopter crash.
Wow.
And the very next day, I flew in the helicopter, and I had the same exact emergency like he had. And we had to emergency land on the carrier, and like everyone heard about the boat, and they're like, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" He's like, "No, I'm not all right." And like as soon as we landed, I just jumped out. I took all my shit off, and like pilots are yelling at me and shit. And I just got out of there, and yeah, I got yelled at for that, but it's just that stuff messes with you for a long time. Still does,
Sure.
Facing your own demise. I mean, you're gonna react a little hysterically. I would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, did you want to start, Mike? You want me?
Yeah, I'll start it out. As a musician, what goes into your mind when creating a song?
Just experience. It's really like I don't think you could write a sad song without experiencing sadness. I don't think a really meaningful song. Like I don't think you could write a song about depression without having been depressed, like really depressed. I've been all these places, but like a happy song, a song about love. Like I think you truly have to feel these things as any artist to actually for the art to be genuine. You know what I mean? Like that's painting or anything, anything artistic.
I really enjoyed your video, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that kaleidoscope video.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Thank you.
Is that, what do you call your style of music?
It's honestly evolving. We're not even really have our sound dialed in yet, I've been fortunate enough to meet Tyler, and he's just an amazing musician. We have another guy, Jason. He couldn't be here, but the three of us get together and we're all multi-instrumental. So we'll just take turns doing the guitar solos or playing the drums or honestly, Tyler is like a solid bass player, but aside from that, we all kind of mix and match for each song. So, but I'll do the singing generally. But
so when you guys are a team when you write songs?
Well, I'll write the song. I write the skeleton of the song so far, and then I'll show it to these guys, and then they'll write their parts for it. But like I said, we're still evolving. Like I'll jump on drums. Like I'm a drummer originally. Like I love drums. That's where it started. And honestly, when I play guitar, it's just I'm drumming with my fingers. I'm doing the same rhythms I do on a drum set. It's just it's just drumming. So I'll play drums. These guys will just go, and it's like some of the most amazing shit I've ever heard. So I'm really looking forward to expanding on that. So.
Oh, so you admired drummers probably as a kid. What'd you grow up on? Like,
oh man, Keith Moon, Dave Grohl, Travis Barker.
Travis.
Yeah, like all the great. Like seriously, there's drummers I don't even know names of, but I've seen videos of like the old school jazz drummers. Like, what was it? Mitch Mitchell was Hendrix's drummer. Like he's amazing. Like I love his little spider style hanging over the drum set, you know, it's pretty cool.
That is cool. So if you guys like make it big, what do you want your final, like if you had to like go on tour right now, you know, something happened with one of those songs, you say you're evolving. So you had to build up a tour right now. Give me kind of an idea what the theme, what it would look like, you know,
Like
what
who
you
we would
think.
tour with.
Like, no, like if you had to set up your stage right now, would there be like a background or a theme to your music or anything? Or would you just like try to have a lot of lights and stuff if you were suddenly on tour with some, you know, cash to spend?
I hear you. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Tyler?
It could be a nice rug.
Yeah, we'll have a nice rug for sure.
Definitely.
Like ramps and stuff to run around on and stuff. Are you really like moving around a lot? See, I come from the mosh pit times.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I was the lead singer of a metal band for a long time. So, you know, I kind of really liked to, I always felt like I never had room and I was always hitting some standover or something with my guitar. But, you know, I always wondered if what my stage would look like, you know, if I went on tour, you know, and well, let me ask you this. If you were starting your tour, where would you want to go tour? And where would you want to start maybe? And where would you want to end it?
Anybody who wants to hear us. I mean, honestly, if it's an audience who wants to listen to us play, I'll play in front of them. Like, yeah, anywhere, everywhere, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Everywhere.
The audience does everything. I mean,
yeah.
What do you like, Tyler?
What do you mean?
What is your favorite music?
What's my favorite music?
Yeah, well, like, oh, let me ask you guys each. Let's start with Tyler. What did you grow up on, and what are you listening to now, really?
All right, so the first album I remember ever buying for myself was Yngwie Malmsteen's Rising Force.
Oh my gosh. Flashing back, bro. That is so, there's no one like Yngwie Malmsteen.
Or something. There's nobody like Yngwie, no. I grew up next to this family with five. I mean, they were kind of like the Jackson Five, but they were Puerto Rican and not black, which I mean, whatever. But they were all metalheads, and they were all phenomenally musicians, like just crazy. Like, and there was like two of them played guitar, one of them played bass, and one of them played drums, and one of them kind of like floated around. He was the kid that was my age, and he just dabbled in everything, and we would hang out all the time. We would play, and I started playing guitar, but they all like listen to like Iron Maiden.
Oh, I was just gonna say Iron Maiden,
love it.
because I live in Arizona, right? So we had a lot of immigrants from Mexico, and they all just love Iron Maiden so much. That's so funny. Judas Priest and AC/DC.
Judas Priest and all that stuff. Yeah, Dokken.
Like, Dokken. Yeah, I love Dokken.
And Scorpions. Like,
I saw all them live.
I grew up listening.
I'm that old.
How old are you?
I'm 50. I'll be 54 this year.
Oh, we're good.
And so I saw every band. Thank you. Thank you.
No, not at all.
Oh yeah, you look great too. But you know, yeah, I remember seeing all those bands live, you know, and I was fortunate to see like Megadeth and Slayer in bars, you know, that long ago.
I saw both Megadeth and Slayer at Toad's Place in Haven, Connecticut.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And I saw Faith No More there, and I saw White Zombie there in like the late 80s, like before they broke. And they sucked so bad. They were so horrible.
That's wow. They must have had a bad day. Well, you know what? Maybe it takes an epic amount of money for some people to really shine. I don't know.
Right?
White Zombie, that was a harsh, I mean, that looks really coordinated, you know?
Yeah, I love White Zombie. I mean,
yeah. Rob Zombie, he has a lot of big list of accomplishments with all those movies and stuff like that. Indeed. Yeah. Sorry, Mark, I'm hogging the guest.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna ask, do you guys have any hobbies in your free time?
Free time?
Yeah.
I mean, I play bass, obviously, but I play guitar, I play banjo, I play ukulele. I'm not the worst drummer in the world. So that takes up a lot of time.
I like that. I like some bluegrass stuff. So So it's cool that you're playing I like the banjo and the mandolin or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just kind of a recent thing for me though. I must be
Yeah.
getting old.
Yeah, kind of. Me too. But I play a lot of video games.
Oh,
That's a good way to unwind
Yeah.
now. They're getting so epically great now, video games. Oh my God.
Agreed.
Yeah. Now, if you guys were on stage performing with one artist, one of your favorite artists, you name it, who would it be, and which song would you like to perform?
I don't think we were written yet. Dave Grohl for me.
Oh,
Definitely
nice.
Dave Grohl.
Who's that?
Like,
Dave Grohl.
what's that? Dave Grohl.
Oh,
Yeah, man. Love that guy.
yeah.
I mean, if we were doing Bodenbender tunes and someone was sitting in with us, I would say probably Justin Johnson.
I don't know that name. Who's that?
Google him.
Huh?
Google him. He's really good.
Oh,
He plays like roots music, like weird cigar box guitars and shit. A lot of slide. He's really bluesy.
I would like that. I would like that very much. Yeah, I would. So how do you guys really like get your songs out into the public? I mean, I caught you on YouTube, so is that your main vehicle for pushing things out when you do stuff?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we're still forming. We're still trying to find a drummer to play drums with us live, because like right now, like we'll go back, we'll play this whole song, and then at the end of that, we'll add the drums to the song. It's actually very hard.
Our process is weird.
Our process is backwards and upside down, but it works. So, but that's what we've had to do so far. But when we find our drummer, we're going to be looking to actually play out. We actually have our first show coming up at the end of the month, and it's just going to be the three of us, but it's gonna be fun. So,
oh, congrats! That's nice. How long have you guys been musicians for?
I've been playing guitar for 33 years. I've been playing bass for probably like 30 years. I can't remember a time I played drums because I just live next door to drummers. So banjo probably maybe 3 or 4 years. Ukulele probably a little bit longer than that. Long time, forever, since I was a child.
So you got 3 solid members right now. You just need a drummer. You're gonna go with 4-piece.
Yeah, we need a drummer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we do. I mean, yeah.
But you're gonna stop at 4?
Whoever wants to play, I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, it could be a 20-piece band. That'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be badass. It's all about evolution. You gotta keep, breaking the plateau. So,
well, some people have a definite thing in mind, and you're willing to just let this thing take shape, which is, I think, a cool plan.
Yeah, kudos to you, really.
So when you do a recording, like, and you want to keep it, do you book time, or do you have something built there?
Well, I'm sorry, what did you ask?
Do you have a recording studio, or do you?
Yeah, we got a guy. He's
You're
really
a guy
cool.
for that.
We got a guy. No, he lives in Burlington, which is like a city in Vermont, one of the main cities, and he really likes our sound, and he basically just does it for nothing. I mean, last time it was for nothing. So I mean, he's a musician too, so he gets it. He knows we're all.
He's been running a studio since like the 80s. So
yeah, he's awesome.
So he's really, really experienced with recording.
Studios are very intimidating. A lot of
Studios?
stuff to know. Very intimidating going into the studio. There's so much technical shit you need to know. I wouldn't know where to begin.
Yeah, I can't even. That bros.
Yeah. So what's the last time you went into, I mean, the studio? You like, is it your I guess what I want to know is, what are your favorite originals that you want people to listen to right now?
Well, we're working on an album right now, and the best stuff isn't even like, we haven't even released it yet, to be honest with you, because like before it was really me and Tyler, and now Jason, is really like, we're all melding together really nicely, and our sound is even getting bigger. And in my opinion, I think Tyler agrees it's better now. So, yeah, I mean, we to answer your question, we recorded, I think, when did we record last? A couple weeks ago, and we're gonna probably record early next month. We're just gonna get this out. We have an album done. We just have to record it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
Just go in, do a song. I mean, listen to everything. Go in and listen to the whole evolutionary process.
Yeah, we got Fishing Line. That was a big hit. People seemed to like Fishing Line. That was like the first one me and Tyler actually got together and went in a real studio and just laid it down, as best we could. I think we played it at the same time. I sang at the same time. He played bass first, and then he put the banjo to that, and then with the drums over that. Another good one, Black Sea, I think that one came out really nice. That's with Jason, me, and Tyler, and you can kind of hear more of the evolution. There's one we wrote, Whistling in Ukraine. It's kind of dedicated to Ukraine and all that, stuff they were going through earlier. I think that's a very uplifting song. So yeah, if you're gonna check us out, check those three out. Fishing Line, Black Sea, and Whistling in Ukraine. That'll give you a good idea.
Excellent. What
Awesome.
advice would you give musicians?
What advice?
Yeah.
Oh, so much to give as it. I mean,
What about somebody just starting out?
Whatever they're doing right now, they could be practicing.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta also, the best recipe to make songs is you just gotta leave your ego at the door. You know what I mean? You just gotta leave that shit at the door. And that's how this band is. Like me, Tyler, and Jason our dedication is to the song. Like if something isn't quite working when somebody's soloing, then somebody else will try it. If drums aren't working, somebody's doing it, somebody else do it, because we're all different, we all hear it differently. So yeah, like just leave your ego. Like everyone wants to be great, but really there's so many people that are great in the past that, I mean, you can only hope to even sound like some of those guys, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's a great point. What about where you guys grew up? Where did you grow up, and share some memories of growing up?
I was born in New Jersey, Morristown, New Jersey, and then I moved around a lot when I was younger. I lived in New Jersey a couple times, and then I moved to Maryland, and then ultimately we found ourselves in Vermont when I was like 10, and kind of grew up with dirt roads from then on. It was just completely country, and really got into snowboarding. Love
Oh,
snowboarding.
excellent. Makes sense over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love that shit.
Mhm.
Anything physical. I love
Yeah.
to train.
So when you get this album done, what do you think you're gonna go out on tour with that right away then?
Man, I would love to go on tour. I'm
We'll
like,
see.
let's see.
We'll see. I guess it depends on how the album is received when it comes out.
Yeah. I just want to start playing. I want to play out.
I mean,
I want to start connecting with people live, like it's all about that energy, and I think we're pretty ready to start playing shows.
What's the music scene like over there? Is there a lot of venues that you can play at?
it used to be, but COVID kind of fucked everything up.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of up in Burlington is really where most of the music scene in Vermont is. Burlington is the biggest city here. I mean, there's places to play, bars. There's not a lot of like big clubs other than up in Burlington. So go play in Burlington. That's what the scene's like.
Excellent.
But we could tour up and down the East Coast if we can get some of our guys. We got to get Jason to make some more time. But
He just had a baby.
he's had a baby. He's been busy as hell. And but yeah, if we ever get like enough time to get the three of us together and play like maybe 2 weeks worth of shows, I'd love to go up and down the East Coast. Just
Oh, that'd
just
be
kind of
great. You have a
know.
lot of experience in the East Coast too, it seems like.
Yeah. Like maybe all the way
Yeah.
down to Florida and back up. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
That's a reasonable 2-year goal. You got the whole album ready to go. You'll get it done next year, polish it up real nice, find yourself a drummer, and in a couple of years you'd be like busting it here and there.
I'm sure a couple years, man, we're gonna have like 5 other people, and it's just gonna be something crazy.
I don't know if Matt's that patient.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's all
That's
exciting though.
Matt,
This
one
podcast
thing
is
I
exciting.
wanted to ask, Matt, is it says on the top of your Instagram, you enjoy messing with your dad. Share some stories
Yeah.
of that. What does that entail of?
My dad is a very difficult person. I mean, I love him. He's my dad. He's a very difficult person, and I kind of take all the years of of him being difficult out on him in playful ways, you know what I mean? But maybe I'll just, you know, I'll pour water over his head sometimes, you know, or just like when he's in the shower, I'll just turn it on cold, you know, and just, you know, or just like spring the shower door open and look at him and just like, I don't know. I just like messing with him because he's never beat me yet, and I don't think he will. So
What does he think of the music?
he likes it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he loves
great.
Yeah, he's a big supporter, so it's pretty cool.
His mom brings us cheese and crackers.
Yeah, yeah. My mom brings us cheese and crackers.
Very nice. So you want to talk about the who's the other guy who's not here?
Jason.
Oh, we get to talk shit
Yeah.
about.
Tell me all
Yeah,
about
go
Jason.
for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's tear into Jason.
What'd you say?
Yeah, let's tear into Jason on this.
Yeah,
So you
let's
guys
tear
go
it
ahead.
into
Tell me all about Jason.
it. Jason's a great guy, you know.
Where'd you meet him?
He's the lead guitar player, Bodenbender, you know, and he's the perfect lead guitar player because he has zero ego. Like he's all about just having a good time and just, you know, just playing music, you know, like it is for Jason, like it is for me and Tyler. It's like a release from life, you know, it's like, it's a break, you know, it's when we get to just kind of let our hair down, relax, you know, just, you know, smoke a little weed, just chill, not worry about the stressors of life. And, yeah, that's what it is for Jason. And Jason, I'm so glad we got Jason, you know.
Jason
Yeah.
doesn't smoke weed,
He doesn't smoke weed either. Jason doesn't smoke weed.
not to throw it. Like,
And we still love him.
Great.
Well, guitar players that play solos, they don't really do that. You know, they have to be so sharp, you know. I think they think it's gonna
man.
dull their reflexes. I know how guitar I mean, some you know, guitar players are just like, I don't know, they're like kind of more mellow styles, you know, so it doesn't really affect them. But I think you guys, is his guitar playing very technical? Like, what are his solos like? Are they like pretty fast scales and stuff?
What did he solo? I mean, anything that we already
where he
released.
did that crazy.
Yeah, but that we didn't release that
I
yet.
didn't release that yet.
Yeah,
Shit
the
was crazy.
problem is he's doing some crazy solos.
He does wild shit. I don't even know.
What
how
does he listen to? What is he into?
Rock. I don't know.
Pretty sure he's into like heavy rap, like Tupac,
rap.
Oh,
Biggie.
wow.
I mean,
You were
not-
Brian,
not-
weren't you
not-
into that rap back in the day?
Well, I couldn't help it because we were playing speed metal, but we were listening to NWA because it was new, and we're like, holy shit, did you hear that? I mean, we're just
Yep.
like, and we got addicted to it, and we were just like listening to it all the time. And I was like, oh my god, man, this is gonna get big. And you know, that's before hip hop or any of that really merged with it or anything. You know, you couldn't really hear that anywhere, you know, but of course that all took off. But I'm just saying, but we were playing metal, but we were listening to, you know, rap. It was
That's
weird.
the
Just
interesting thing too. Like me and Tyler, we most of the time, like
Yeah, listen to
we
a lot of
listen
rap
to
now.
rap, you know. I mean, we play stuff that is soft, you know, and stuff, and like, you know, like it helps, you know, it's like right now it's soft, but like, yeah, we listen to hardcore rap, you know, when we're not doing this, trying to
Nice.
balance out our ears.
we did the same exact thing. Oh my gosh. So you also had on Instagram all about your Navy stuff. You know, I know that story about the band name is just priceless.
I'm
Priceless.
glad you
Yeah, it
like it,
really
man.
is.
It's beautiful, dude. I love it when someone really has something really meaningful behind
It's
that
a-
word. You know,
yeah.
we're like, what the heck is this going to be? And that was just like the most perfect thing.
It's a stick it to the man type thing. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because like me and my
who
buddy
doesn't
Scott,
love that? Yeah.
we crack up. This has been years in the making, by the way. Like I got out in Navy 2011. And I started just calling whenever I did Bodenbender like 2012. So yeah, since then, you know, so.
Why don't you give us a Navy story? Something that doesn't have involve, well, it could involve him, but something that's just something hilarious that happened.
Oh man, there's so many.
I know.
I gotta
Sure,
keep-
share a
gotta
few
be-
of them.
I'm gonna see this. A Navy story. Okay, I got a Navy story for you. So we did this thing in the Navy where, first of all, it was 120 man berth. All right. So you go in the ship's carrier, you know, 5,000 people. You go and you open the door, 120 of your friends, you know what I mean, just chilling. And there's bunk beds, right? So you got the top bunk, the middle bunk, and the bottom bunk. So I like with seniority, you get the top bunk usually, but the new guys get the bottom rack, and that is the worst rack to have because we did this game where at really late at night, you know, because we didn't have to wake up in the morning because we had late flights. You would have a gunner's belt, and that's kind of like a noose type thing, but you wrap around yourself so you don't fall out of a helicopter. And
Yeah.
we would wrap it around our like whoever was unfortunately on the bottom like rack, wrap it around their leg, and then pull them out. You know, like
Oh,
as hard as we could. And then the game was to see how far we could drag them. You know, what I mean? Like
oh,
drag. There's a 120-man berthing, so it's like a
Yeah.
hallway. And I did it
initiation.
one time to one guy, I did it to one guy, Trudy, and he's like a really good friend of mine. He's like, no, please, just don't do it. Just don't do it. And he punched me right in the face, and I deserved it,
Wow.
you know? I deserved it because who wants to be woken up like that? And then but I gotta tell this one last one. I did it to my really good friend, Caleb Benedict, all right? And he's gonna see this. You want to make him watch this. And he's really smart. He's like a ninja, all right? He is a ninja, okay? He does martial arts. He falls asleep and he takes a gunner's belt, like I told you before. He falls asleep and he straps himself to his rack. So when we tried to get him, like we couldn't get him, you know what I mean? Because he was
Yeah.
like tethered to his rack. So he's just like
Oh.
laughing at us like we're trying to pull him.
that was great. He outsmarted you.
Yeah, of course.
That was great. Wow, that was really clever. So do y'all have like families and kids and stuff?
No kids here.
Yes.
Mm.
I have 2 kids. They're basically adults now, though. So
Oh, nice. So
Yeah.
what inspires you guys in life?
my kid. I just like playing, man. I just love playing. It's
What was your favorite show, Tyler? Give us a memorable live performance, something that you felt pretty fucking good leaving.
the best show, huh? I mean, the best show in recent memory was in January of 2020, right before COVID. Me and my eldest son went to the House of Blues in Boston to see Dead Man.
That's
And
awesome.
that was just amazing.
Wow. I actually met a show that you did though. That's cool though. I love that. That was cool.
No, that's
Yeah, the House
awesome.
of Blues is just like the coolest place.
It really is.
New Year's Eve in 1998, I was playing with a band called Dysfunction, who were like kind of 311, Rage Against the Machine kind of music, like hardcore and rap. And we played on New Year's Eve in Portland, Maine at the YWCA for like close to 2,000 people. It was pretty big.
Wow.
And then like, so it was like this all ages like celebration song. I don't know who booked us this gig, but like every other word in most of our songs is fuck. And like we're singing about like really violent, crazy shit. I mean, I wasn't singing, I was just playing bass, but whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's always little kids running around and like in between, like we did like 2 sets and then like before us and in between our 2 sets, there was like a steel drum band playing like Caribbean music. And we were all dead sober.
Wow.
Oh, that's great. I got to see Rage Against the Machine. That just reminded me of Rage Against the Machine in Arizona afternoon, like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 120 degrees, like 8 people. They were just not even known back then. That's great. So let me ask Matt. Matt, so what was your most memorable show that you have done?
That I've played or been to?
Yeah, let's go with both of those. Played first.
I played one show where nothing worked. And like I turned my guitar on and it didn't work. And like I got so frustrated. I really I threw the guitar. I really feel bad about throwing my guitar because like you shouldn't throw your guitar. But I was just like, I was really looking forward to the show and it didn't work. So I threw my guitar in the air and then it crashed on the ground and everyone cheered. And then like it was cool because we got another show because of that. Like the guys like, you should play here again and get your shit fixed.
That was a
So-
good answer, man. The disaster train
Really
wreck
is.
show.
I love it.
I like that answer, bro. Oh my gosh.
Mm.
So, one of your live performances that you went to that would really change
Yeah,
your
your
mind about
favorite
something?
concerts.
Oh man, I saw Pretty Lights at Red Rocks. That was
Wow.
amazing. Like that was like we saw a UFO there too, man. We got a picture of it. It was just flying around
Wow.
like me and my buddy.
Totally wasn't the drugs.
It wasn't the
No,
drugs.
no,
It
hey,
wasn't
we
weed.
believe you. We
No, no,
just
no.
had a guy on the other week, a UFO researcher. Yeah.
Dude, that
Oh,
shit,
really?
that shit's real,
Yeah,
man.
that shit's wild. I watch aliens all the time. I love that shit.
Shit's real. Yeah, we got a picture of it, and nothing was flying around. We like called up everybody, and they said, "Yeah, there's nothing flying around. You know, it was supposed to be." So who knows, though? You know, it was just unidentified. So whatever.
Yeah,
See,
like I said, we took that seriously. We just had a guy on who makes documentaries, and like literally, I'm gonna meet him up in northern Arizona on Friday to shoot sky footage. So yeah, we think that's really cool that something like that happened actually.
Yeah, but the show was amazing. I saw Nas at Red Rocks too. Like, I
Oh
saw a
yeah,
lot of
I've
shows
heard
at
Red Rocks is an iconic place to go in.
Dude, if you haven't
Concert.
been to Red Rocks yet, you gotta go and see a show,
Okay.
man. It's just, it's amazing, dude. It's like you gotta walk up, you know, like a long way up this mountain, and then you just look down. It's just a canyon, you know what I mean? It's just like red rocks, and then there's
Sure,
like sometimes
okay.
you look up. There's like rock climbers who climb way to the top, like way to the top, and they just like watch the show from up there, just chilling.
Hmm.
Like it's a magical place. There's really good energy there. Like, it's an
Sure.
amazing place. I would love to play there
Awesome.
someday.
Now, what about on the East Coast? What are some of the best venues that you've been at for concerts?
I haven't been. I mean, I was in Japan for 3 years for most. I was in the
Oh,
Navy.
Can you
okay.
talk about that a little
Yeah,
bit?
talk about Japan.
How did that
Oh,
culture
Japan was
affect
cool.
you? Yeah.
Japan was cool, man. Like Japan's awesome. It's a great country. It's just the military sucked over there. Because it was like everyone is so far away from order, like here, that like we had a bunch of bad leaders, one of them being like Bodenbender, and like they just did whatever they wanted and they got away with it too. Like there was one of my friends, James, he threw in his aircrew wings. You know what I mean? He threw in his wings like in Top Gun when he threw his wings in. He threw his wings in, and then the senior chief put him in the scullery. If you don't know what the scullery is, it's where you wash dishes on the boat for like 5,000 people, and it's like it's so bad that your skin melts. Like it just like gets so like it's just terrible. You know what I mean? It's just, and they're supposed to only put you in there for 2 weeks. They put him in there for like 6 months, like completely against all regulations. Like they didn't care. So, but yeah, but Japan, let's just keep it positive. Japan is awesome. Like I had a girlfriend in Japan. She was Brazilian, and she showed me some stuff, man. Like she showed me some, I mean, like good stuff, like the underground clubs in Japan, like all these crazy Brazilian clubs. And there's like a Brazilian day they have in Japan where just like thousands of Japanese people just like they come up and they just play all this Brazilian music and everyone's dancing, everyone's happy, you know, like they have this drink, it's called Chew Highs. It's like 9% alcohol, but it tastes like lemonade. So you just take the train up with your buddies, you just have a backpack full of Chew Highs, you just have a good time, you know?
Dang.
So yep. Japan's a great place, man. I got to fly the helicopter in Mount Fuji.
Wow,
was
what
really
was
cool.
that like? Do tell.
bad.
You flew the helicopter or in the helicopter?
No, I flew the helicopter.
You
Wow,
are a
yes, tell us.
helicopter pilot?
I flew in the back of the helicopter all the time, you know, the rescue swimmer. But like,
Oh, gotcha.
if you're a pilot and like, you know, if you want to let whoever to fly the helicopter, you can do that. So Mr. Stevens, he's a really cool pilot. The boat was away and we were left on the beach in Japan, you know, and then he says, "You want to fly?" It's like, yes,
Damn.
I want to fly. So he landed on some mountain, and then like I got in the left cockpit and I just like, you know, I just took off, you know, I got the
Damn.
collective, like I was yanking and banking, man. Like I was pushing NATOPS. Like I was pushing the speed. I was trying, because you can only go so fast. I forget how fast they allow you to go by the book. I was just trying to like push it, and like my buddy in the back was calling out the numbers, and Mr. Siemens like, okay, that's enough. And then but it was fun.
Oh
Oh,
my
wow.
God. Would love to do that. Must have been a hell of a rush.
It's a memory I'll never forget, dude, because I don't even know
Wow.
where you would pay to do something like it was like it was a 60s helicopter. Like it wasn't just any
Okay.
helicopter. It was like a twin turbojet, whatever helicopter. I mean, it's fucking, it's crazy. So yeah,
Wow.
one of the perks of the Navy.
Wow. Well, you're a daring guy, you're a bold guy, and it's gonna come out in your music, and I am expecting good things.
Yeah, so am
I really want you to get in touch with us so we can help you with this new album when it does come about and get
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, dude. You guys are a bunch of cool guys.
Hey, we appreciate you, and we all come from the same, music taste. That's for sure, right, Brian?
Seriously, well, I'm a little more edgy, I was like just a metalhead from day one, I think I had every Kiss album when I was in the 6th grade, and my best friend was afraid to sit next to me because my hair was long, but back then it was just, like I said, I'm pretty old, but I got hooked at an early age, on that edgy music, and I heard yours, and I'm like, this is edgy, man, this is different, and I saw that and I'm like, I'm not sure what to call that. But that's what I loved about it. Because I'm like, I don't even know what the hell I just saw. I saw this kaleidoscope thing that was just kind of disturbing. And, it blew my mind. And I'm like, I want to see more, I can't wait to talk to these guys. So I'm going to seek out everything you guys are doing because.
Yeah, we'll send you the album for sure.
Oh,
for sure.
Oh,
gosh,
yeah, great.
Yeah. We'll promote the hell out
Thanks
of
a
it,
lot.
man. And we'll
Matt,
do
what
this
about
thing.
your artwork too? We didn't touch upon that.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, I paint too. I love to paint. It's like acrylics, and so far, I don't think I have anything here. So far, like most of the album covers have been like paintings I've done. So yeah, just something to keep my mind from staying positive, because that's another thing with me. Like I have to play music, and I have to train like physically, and I have to do all this shit just so I don't like, because I there was a time I used to be really depressed, like I just couldn't.
Yeah.
It was a dark time, man, like
Okay.
dark, like a year of just darkness, and I don't ever want to feel like that again. So if I found something that isn't in a pill form that helps me with
Smart.
whatever disorder they diagnosed me as having, which is bipolar disorder. I mean, I don't even know what that is really, but yeah, so music helps me, man. So yeah.
That's great. We'll keep at it.
Yeah, whatever you're doing,
Definitely.
keep doing it.
Definitely
Well, all this music is just obviously very therapeutic for you, man. You seem like you're really in a good place now, and we all have our past, and I'm just glad God got you through it, and so yeah.
I thank God every day for being able to play with Tyler and Jason, because it's so much more fun playing with people than playing by
Sure.
yourself.
Yeah. It was funny to see, like I mentioned Dave Mustaine, and I mentioned Megadeth, and actually it's a cool thing because, I saw him kind of in the beginning when he was playing bars, we were playing too, but of course, any band like that came around, we ended up at the after party, and he just kind of had a whiskey bottle in his back pocket. And he's like, man, someone chipped my tooth. He talked to me first. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, someone cold cocked me with the fucking microphone and chipped my tooth. I'm like, and so we sat there and rapped a little while, and he was a really cool guy. I was really nervous. I was really, really young. Then years later, I see him, and he's very sincere and appreciative, and he talks about God and stuff like that, and so I see a lot of that in you. You've had your thing, of course he got pretty famous pretty fast, hopefully yours will take off soon like that, but it just seems to me like you guys got good hearts, and no matter what your style is or anything like that, even if it's edgy, you still want to do something good and positive.
Yeah, it's therapy, man. It's therapy for sure.
Well, did you want to ask anything else, Mark?
No, I mean, this is just such a thrill. We're honored to have both of you on, and you
I
know,
feel like you know, I feel like I grew up with guys like you. So it was really an honor talking to you today. And you know, I
Thanks,
feel like I
man.
made friends today.
yeah,
Yeah, that we'll stay in touch.
We
Seriously.
should do it
we
again.
will. Yeah.
Yeah, please send us whatever you can. Maybe a piece of art if you don't mind letting us make a thumbnail out of it or something, you know.
Yeah, for
We
the
like to
episode.
do little like shorts on YouTube and Instagram and shit. Like, so we're gonna throw this video around, so and share it all over as much as we can. So
Sure.
Sounds good.
yeah,
Appreciate
so
it,
whatever
guys.
you guys want to head, we would love to listen to anything you send us too. So again, yeah, let's just stay in touch and we'll do this again, and hopefully by then something will have moved forward, and we'll promote the shit out of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks
hell
so
yeah,
much,
dude.
guys.
It was
Really
nice meeting you
appreciate it.
Thanks
today.
for having us on. This is the first
Oh, this is
podcast.
awesome.
we've been on.
Really?
Oh, congrats.
You guys already seem good at this. We'll try to,
The
you know,
podcast, Gary.
Uh-huh.
we'll come back soon, man. Anything
Yeah.
new happens, you just reach out and we'll do another one.
Sure, yeah,
We always got a half hour, an hour
Definitely.
for you guys.
Hell yeah, dude. All right.
excellent.
Take care.
Appreciate